All right, we are getting set for this boys under 19B semifinal. Teams that finished 6th and 7th during the preliminary round. British Columbia, Team BC, to take on the New Brunswick Mooseheads. Just waiting now for the national anthem, and we'll be underway in this game. Got one of the B semifinals here. The other one will be played in one of the other arenas. And then we'll have the two A semifinals right here at CBS following this one. Time for the anthem. Members of the girls team BC down to our right, belting out the anthem. Gotta like that. They're all here in support of the boys team. All right, we're set. Mooseheads from New Brunswick down to our left in the white and black with the red trim, and down to our right in the blue, Team BC. Starting goaltenders: Jack Flanagan for the Mooseheads, Zachary Cartier for Team BC. Winner advances to the B Gold. Lowe back in his own end to get it. Hard around the boards. Lowe has got it again in his own end. These two teams did meet in the preliminaries. They tied at 4, so this should be a very competitive game. Dumped in by DeSantis. DeSantis along the boards. DeSantis with a shot. It's played in behind the goal, then up along the boards. Leroy. Will Leroy pinned against the boards hard by Lowe. Sorry, but it's by Lovett of BC. 94. Back to get it. And Gurm. We got the whole Gurm family right down in front of us, I think. 1, 2, 3. There's 6 of them sitting there. 4 of them are wearing hockey jerseys with Gurm on the back. So I'm guessing they're related. It'll be a flooring call against BC. Scores right from the face-off. Mooseheads. Boy, it's important to win face-offs. A great shot over here. Comes back. Boom. Matt McCray makes it 1-0. A minute 24 seconds in. Score left up there from last game. I think I got everything done right. When's that ever going to happen? All right. 1-0. Flanagan plays it around the boards. Kept in by BC. Seblin looking for it. Taken away by the goal scorer, McCray. McCray at center. Pass intercepted. Comes back to McCray. McCray has got it. In over the blue line. And they'll drop it back. Mason with a shot. Comes right out in front. Seblin trying to clear it. It's kept in. Lions into the corner. Seblin in there. Seblin rings it around the boards. He'll come here on this side to Sahada. Steven Sahada down the floor it goes. It'll go right to Flanagan and he'll drop the trapper on it. Mooseheads coming in again. Alone in front was Fullerton. They just couldn't get him the ball, but he was all alone in front of the goalie. Now Fullerton goes behind the goal, can't get to it. BC get to it first, wing it up around the boards. Blocker save made by Cartier. Touched by a high stick by the Mooseheads. That'll allow BC to get to it. They can't get it out though. Kept in. Yeomans. Backhanded in front of changed direction and Cartier makes the save. Zachary Cartier. New Brunswick have had the better of the play so far, and they lead it 1-0. Long shot from outside. Tips comes off the end boards. Backhand doesn't get through. Jesse Kennett with a couple of chances for BC. Good goaltending by Flanagan. Be aware of that ball as it came off the end boards. Mason. Kane. Fullerton. He stopped. Ball is backhanded out. It was tipped, so no flooring. Alcorn got to it. Cullen couldn't get away. McMullen, rather, for New Brunswick. Alcorn. This is McMullen. McMullen backhands it in front. BC cleared. Up the floor they come. Straight up the floor. Cal into the corner. Taken back there. Sebelin threw it in front. Cleared away by Corskader. Shot by Kong. Goes wide of the goal. Taken by Alcorn. Long flip pass. Catching up to it. Lehman. Lehman threw it right out through the crease. Went behind the goaltender. Came out the other side. Searle. Following up on it. Gurm. The captain. Gurm with a shot. Flanagan's got it. Wasn't quite sure where he had it, but he's got it. Pollock wins the face-off for BC. Back to Medford. Medford up high. Volnick. Stick tied up for a second. It comes in front. They jam it. It's still loose in the crease. It goes by the post. The whistle goes. And the reason is the net had moved. And we're going to get a penalty. 2 minutes for hooking. That happened right at the start of the play. I missed the official out at center calling it. It was way over inside that right face-off circle. Play continued on and around behind the goal, then came out in front. So power play for BC. Cal. Take it in himself. Usually a tough thing to do. DeSantis has to hustle back. Quickly moves it ahead to Gurm. Back to Gurm. Cal over the other side. Smith winds up, scores! Just the way you want it. Get it to the flank, get that hard one-timer. Just spread the floor here, go back and forth. This one's timed just right, takes it off the back foot, drills it. Tied at 1, 8:29 left to go, first period. Not sure what happened as we were looking at the replay. One of the BC players who scored the goal, Cameron Ward, has been assessed a penalty. Given that it came after the whistle, after he'd scored, some sort of taunting. So that'll be an unsportsmanlike. Might have another peek at that replay, folks. Might, I don't know if we will or not. We may pick up at the end of it what the penalty was for. I have my suspicions based on some hand gestures I saw out there afterwards. So 4-on-4 right now. Well, actually, take that back. It's just the one penalty. The other one came off the board. They score! As we're trying to figure out the penalties, that was a power play goal for the Mooseheads. Okay, now I know exactly what happened. Just from that. Okay, let's go and look at the goal first, and then I can explain to you why the penalty was called against the BC player. Same sort of thing, just a slap shot put in. Whenever the Mooseheads score a goal, they come to the bench with the two hands up on the side of the head, like showing antlers, moose antlers. They make that gesture. They all run to the bench that way. When Smith scored for BC, he kind of mocked that gesture and did it himself to the Mooseheads bench, and he got the unsportsmanlike for that. Then when the Mooseheads just scored, they came to the bench doing the same thing. The BC coach is going, what's going on? They can do that. We can't. That's the discussion. I guarantee you that's what's happening out there. This whole thing is about the moose antler gesture. And I get it. One team does it. They're the Mooseheads. It's part of their thing. When they score a goal, they do that. Another team does it in a mocking way. That's different. That's the way they're looking at it. Yeah. Tough one, though, to get a penalty for. But I know Canada Ball Hockey is really trying to crack down on this taunting. If you do it every goal and you just do it to yourselves, you don't go over to the other bench to do it. That's not taunting. But if you're the opposition, you do it to them, you decide. Penalty. Tripping will go to New Brunswick. Number 2, Matt McCray. Face-off won by New Brunswick, sent down the floor. BC on the power play. Ooh, players go hard to the boards. Dan Alcorn slipped a little bit as he went into the boards. That could have been so much worse. He managed to maintain his balance. Tried to put on the brakes, and you see the feet slide. Here's Louis, hard slap shot. Kicked out and then sent down the floor. Whoa, a little bit of trouble with it. Cartier. Kong, that's not in yet. Kong, stick handling, now we'll get it in. Good work, back to the point. Louis. Kennett, shot blocked by the defense. Kennett gets a rebound, it bounces up in the air. Actually went off the head of the New Brunswick defender. Louis mishandled it, and it comes out over the red line. They've got to regain the offensive zone again, get it in over the blue line. Kong forced back, and that's a trip. Goaltender gone to the bench. They'll give the ball up, and it'll be a 5-on-3. Van Alcorn just got his stick in between the feet of the BC player. Now a 5-on-3 power play. 35 seconds left to go in the original penalty. BC control the face-off. They'll set it up. Here's Gurm back at the left point over the other side. He'll get the return pass. Shoots it. Save made by Flanagan. It comes out. Can Gurm get to it? No, he can't. Diving to play it out. Jacob Kane. He gets a hand from the bench. Good hustle. 13 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. They get it in. That's onside. But now it's not. As Cowell misplayed it, now it comes back in. First penalty has now expired. It's 5-on-4. Nice play there by Matt McCray. He came out of the penalty box. He didn't jump right into the play. He hesitated, anticipating that the defenseman might try and go D to D and pick that off. And just lurking there at center. Happened right below us. He did that intentionally. Good play. Smart hockey. Under a minute to go in the power play. Here's Gurm. Down in alongside the goal. They get it into the slot. Shot was blocked by the defense. Goes back into the corner. DeSantis lost it. Getting to it was Korscatter. And just high enough to get it over the top of the defenseman's head out at center. They get it in onside. Here's Gurm. We've got 30 seconds left in the power play. Now, Back to Cal. Winds up. It's put wide into the corner. On it is Smith. Back to Smith. That's picked off. Intercepted by Cameron Ward. Ward, backhand. Up to McMullen, and McMullen sends it down the floor. That's pretty much going to do it. 5 seconds left in the power play for BC. Penalized player back on, and we're back to 5-on-5. Scatter just gets rid of it. Under 4 to play here in the first. Here's Gurm. Turns, rips it in. Comes off the end boards. Cascader, do it. Gets it out. Kept onside. Comes back to Cascader. Court, Scatter. Oh my goodness. Shot over the top of the goal. Sanger with the chance. Bring it back in. Sahada. Kong back at the point. Scores! Louis! From way outside. Just a little snapshot. Goalie was screened. It finds the back of the net. And we are tied at 2. Louis way out. Just puts it towards the goal and it gets into the back. 2-2. 3:16 to go. First period. Ryan. Taken behind the goal by Will Leroy, trying to get it out in front. It goes into the corner. Out into the slot. Backhand goes wide. Good work by Russell to get himself free to get that shot away. Sahada shoots it in. Dickey. Pettipaw. That gets out. Down a little further. Branting back to get it. BC down low, throw it through, through the crease, and it's cleared out. Only game number 4. This should be easy. Play down in the BC end. Fullerton. Gets it this side. Yeomans. That shot blocked. Back to Fullerton. Leaves it for Lyons. Back for Fullerton. Just missed. He'll take it off the boards. Sharp angle shot. Rebound. Yeomans couldn't handle the pass. We cleared down the floor, and that's going to be a whistle and a face-off back in the BC end. Spirited competition between teams that finished 6th and 7th in the round robin, now playing the U19B semifinal. Timeout. New Brunswick has called the timeout. BC player tripped up. Going to be a penalty coming up to New Brunswick. We're getting a lot of yakety yak between these teams. Noah Ryan go to the penalty box. Power play, British Columbia. They've played each other once, and that seems to have borne out the old statement of familiarity breeds contempt. They clearly don't particularly like each other. It's not during the game, based on all the conversations that happen after the whistles. A few little hacks and whacks I've seen behind the play. Cal. Smith, that's where he scored his goal earlier. Maybe a little bit closer. Graham. His shot looking far side. That missed. Smith. Now calling for it. He'll shoot it because time was running out. And the first period, first period comes to an end. Interesting one. 2 goals each and lots of extracurricular things happening. We'll be back with period number 2 in a couple of minutes. We've got a 2-2 tie in this boys under 19B semifinal between New Brunswick Mooseheads and Team BC. BC will start this second period on the power play. 1:18 left in the penalty to Noah Ryan of New Brunswick. And we're underway in the second period. Durham gets it in over the blue line, drops it back to Cal. Smith. Durham, Cal feeds it down low. They tried to get it Back to Smith, who came in from that flank position to the front of the goal, looking for that cross-crease pass. Goaltender's got it. That's batted down the floor out of the air. It's not going to matter. BC is going to touch it first anyway. And right down the middle, Cal flipped it ahead to himself, maybe a little bit too far. Like he could have just walked right in. Gurm, Cal, Smith, down into the corner, in front. Shot does not get through, goes up in the air. BC, one try to get it out, can't. Good job back at the point. Here's Smith, his shot off the glove of the goaltender, who will then hold on. Long shot goes wide. Flanagan's got a hold of that. Ricci brings it in, got it just over the blue line, then no further. Mooseheads bring it out. Mason, he lost it. Kept in. Fullerton with his shot. Hit Sahada. Comes to the front of the goal, they score. Wallace hit somebody in front. He went off Sahada and goes in behind. Tipped in front, not sure. It may have been Fullerton at the side. Didn't look like there was any room there, but I think it was Fullerton who put it in for the Mooseheads. McMullen into the middle. The pass was missed. Gurm. Jose couldn't get to it. Backhand not handled cleanly by Fullerton. Volnick back at the point. That goes way out of play. It did go off a New Brunswick stick, so face-off will stay in the New Brunswick end. This one Flanagan's got and holds on. Kennett, Jesse Kennett tracking it down. He won't get to it. It'll be a foreign call. BC with it back in their own end. They trail 3-2. Oh, good pass. Here's DeSantis with a break. DeSantis kept out. Oh, the goalie got a piece of that. I think it was Flanagan with a huge save. They score. Come back the other way. Missed one end, get one the other. Back and forth. That's number 11. Drills it home. Noah Ryan. And we're going to have a goaltending change. Coming out, Zachary Cartier. Going in, Carter Verdonick. Fullerton. Back up top. Pettipas. Fullerton. Pettipas. Shot wide. Comes off the end boards. McRae in front. Fullerton with a shot. Reaching up, grabbing it. Verdonick. He's got it and holds on. Mooseheads swarming the net. Leading it 4-2. Hooking called against Drew Mason of the Mooseheads. Just getting the update on the two girls under 19 semifinals that will be played here later this evening. We'll do that in just a second as I get my notes complete. We need to update our board. That is a power play right now for BC. They trail it 4-2, 1 minute to go in the power play. Gurm just winds up, shoots it in wide of the goal. It sits in behind the net. Brunswick got there first. Back to Cal. Gurm. I'm sorry, that's Smith. This is Gurm. Down low. Back to Smith. One-timer wide of the net. Went off the heel of his stick a little bit. Really didn't get all of it. Just 9 seconds to go in the power play. And that'll do it. As the ball comes out, player comes out of the penalty box. Spinning away, and a good play. It was Alcorn. I think they're saying offside. After all that. Backhand, save made by Pradonic. So he replaced Karche after that fourth goal. Just a 2-goal game. Mooseheads trying to make it 3, but that's rejected. Then it's shot up over the glass and out of play. All right, as the team's changed, let's bring you up to date on the rest of the schedule. Starting at 6:25 schedule time. We may be a little bit late because we're a bit behind right now. It'll be the first of the two girls under 19 semifinals. Newfoundland and Labrador Select taking on New Tecumseh Extreme. That's the 1-4 semifinal. Around 6:30. Crease violation against New Brunswick. And then the second of the girls under 19A semifinals. The schedule for 8 o'clock. Manitoba Stars versus Team BC. That's the 2-3 semifinal. It's brought in onside. Sahada. Shot just missed the far side. Sahada gets there first. Ball got past him. Kong able to hold it in. Kobe Kong down to Sahada. Not right on goal. Flanagan played it away. Ball is still loose and behind the goal. Collision back there. The Brunswick player went down. Wilson. Long flip pass. That's onside. The BC will get back first. Ricci. 5.5 to go here in the second. Ricci. And to Sebelin. Kane shot well wide. Sebelin's got it here on the near side. Sebelin had it taken away. Ryan holds it along the boards. He's back at the point. Long shot in. Kicked away by Perdonic. Sebelin ahead. Breakout here. DeSantis. Great job getting back Matt McCray to knock it off his stick. It'll be kept in. Here's Lovett with a chance. Lovett with a shot. That hit somebody, goes to the corner, and a penalty coming up to BC. Goalie coming out. They're onside. They'll swing it the other way. Shot off a stick. Now BC will touch it up, and New Brunswick will go on the power play. Tripping. Jesse Kennett down to the penalty box. With a timeout, New Brunswick. Chance to set up their power play. So again, this is the under-19 boys B semifinal. Next we've got the 2A semifinals in the same age group. Boys B, Guelph Cyclones taking on New Tecumseth Extreme. That's next. That'll be followed by Withrow Park Knights versus Team Alberta. And then the two girls under 19 semifinals, Newfoundland and Labrador Selects versus New Tecumseth Extreme. And our last game of the day, Manitoba Stars versus Team BC. So 4 semifinal games, the U19A coming up next, boys and girls. And power play here, New Brunswick. Shot whistled wide. Pettypie got a lot of that one. Fullerton got it down low to the side of the goal. This is Pettypaw. McCray is in front. Trying to bother the goaltender, get a screen going. Lyons, back to Fullerton. Down to Lyons. It went past everybody to the near boards, picked up by Pettypaw. Pettypaw shot, stopped in front, rebound is there. Backhand, scores. Beautiful play. First I thought he was going to shoot it on the backhand, then obviously was making the pass to his teammate on that far post. That was well done. So he's back to the point. Here's Pettypaw's shot. It's right there. And right here, that's a pass. Not the backhand, but McCray just turned, spotted his teammate on the right. Open net, tapped it home. 5-2. Alcorn got it to the front of the goal. Still haven't taken the penalty off the main clock. The penalty's been called. Touched up by BC. Kobe Kong headed to the penalty box. Leading 5-2. New Brunswick back on the power play. Kept in. Good play by Fullerton. Over to Lyons. He tipped up and out, so it'll stay in the BC end. Same power play unit with Fullerton, Lyons, Pettipaw, Noah Ryan, who will take the face-off. To Pettipaw. Fullerton, Pettipaw, Lyons. McCrae to the front of the goal, and it'll be covered up by the goaltender, Verdonic. Don't get it out, kept in by New Brunswick. Backhand scores this time. Owen Searle. The shot went through, everybody got to the goaltender. The rebound was there, and Searle just turned, banged it home. Long shot in, just seems to evade everybody. Gets right to the goaltender. Searle turns, 5-hole, 6-2. Timeout. BC. 1:31 to go in the second period. Mooseheads back in their own end. They lead by 4. We're into the final minute of the second period. Comes out at center. Turning back. Cameron Ward goes down the floor, and that'll go over the goal line. We'll bring the face-off back in the New Brunswick end. Long shot over the top of the goal by Gurm. Pile up in behind the goal. Good battle. BC come up with it, get it in front, they score! Good old-fashioned hard work. In behind the goal in the corner. And Team BC got it to the front of the goal, and with 24 seconds left, make it 6-3. Look at the battle in behind the goal. New Brunswick had it, then they get out muscled. Davin Volnick with the goal. Kennett dumps it in. 19 seconds to go. They'll hold it against the whole. Referee blows the whistle. So 6.6 seconds left. Win a face-off, who knows? The ball goes in behind the goal. New Brunswick played into the corner, and time is going to run out right there. Late goal by BC gives them a little bit of life, down by just 3. Got a whole period of hockey left to play. We'll be back with the third period in about 2 minutes from now. Third period underway, and right away BC bring it in. Back to Louis, shot right on goal. Flanagan has that. BC seeming a little bit energized after that late goal. That hops over the stick of Cal and will hit the scoreboard. Face off back in the New Brunswick end. Turnaround shot went off the defenseman. Fired around the boards by Alcorn. Ryan scores as he gets the pass over to McCray. And McCray buries it over the blocker of the goaltender to restore the 4-goal lead for the Mooseheads. There's the pass to McCray. He's got room. So goalie overplays to the glove side a little bit. So any momentum BC may have gotten from that late goal has probably been quashed. Word I seldom use, by the way. BC with it. Love it. Lost it. Ball still high in the air. Again, it hits the scoreboard. That one stayed up there. Like landing a wedge on a very small green. Scores. Go back and forth. Again. That didn't take long. Again, a clean face-off win. One pass. Two passes. Got some traffic in front. May have been redirected. Seven, 4. BC not going away. That will come the other way. Fullerton, that just missed. Oh, it rolls right down to the goaltender. Had to be careful. Looked like his defenseman was going to get it. Louis for BC. He lost it, taken away by Kane. Was in behind the goal, into the corner, up along the boards, and Sihata with a chance to move it out. Flips it down the floor. It's going to go wide of the goal, and that'll be a flooring call against BC. We'll keep the play going. We'll drop it for Dickey. Karipa goes out of play. Face-off back in the New Brunswick end. 3 minutes gone, third period, 7-4. New Brunswick Mooseheads leading Team BC. Our next game scheduled for right now. Boys under 19A semifinal. Guelph Cyclones new to come to Extreme. We're going to be a little bit late with that one. Rebound. Can't pull the trigger on the first one. Second one he puts over the top of the goal, Evan Russell. Diving out to try and hold it for Dunnick, and he couldn't. Ball goes out. Face-off will stay there. Stays in play. Back at the point, Paddy Powell keep it in. Ricci, surrounded by Moosehead players. Comes into the slot. Moosehead player knocked down. Kong finally comes to the far boards. Pass for Lovett. Didn't get it over center before attempting that pass. Bring it down to our right again. Kept in. That shot scores. Owen Searle, his second of the game. Just a good quick shot over the blocker of the goaltender. BC with a chance to clear it right here, and they just mishandle it. And that will allow Searle his shot. Tough to catch up as the ball went back and forth. Eight to 4. Sebelin. Out in front. No goal. Referee, two arms in the air. Two hands in the air. Ball just set right on the goal line. So close. McCray racing after it. Offside. Also offside. DeSantis tried to make the pass. That was knocked down by Alcorn. Shot in by Corskata. Alcorn. Jacob Kane got it back to Alcorn. Corskater. Along the boards, back at the point. Alcorn. Corskater. Back to Alcorn. Back down along the goal line from a sharp angle. Oh, threw it right in front. Lyons was there if he could have got a stick on it. Hard shot, they look behind them, they score. Goalie made the save, but the ball set behind Prodonic. Hard shot, the goalie knows he doesn't have it, looks behind him. Lyons is there to tap it home, and it is 9-4. Again, these two teams did play earlier, 4-4 tie. Balnick. He goes down along the boards. Still got 9 minutes to go in this one. Touched up, penalty, body checking against the Mooseheads. Wilson will go to the penalty box. BC on the power play, they trail it by 5. Got a shot over the top of the goal. It bounces around, ends up in behind the goal, and then comes back out, and the goaltender's got it. Bit of an adventure that time for Flanagan. Louis. Ball went wide of the goal. Kong. Back to Louis. Won't shoot it this time. Kong. That one's on goal. Save made by Flanagan. Ball cleared in behind the goal. Sebelin. Louis. Back to Sebelin. He'll shoot it. Flanagan with another save. Rebound taken nicely by Alcorn. And that'll go down the floor. Louis will get back. Dumped in by the Mooseheads. Just 15 seconds to go in the power play. And that came outside. That's going to do it. Penalty's over. Now it's dumped in. Going back to get it. Reed Pettipaw. Kept in by Kong. Louis winds up. The big slap shot. That one off of DeSantis into the corner. Now DeSantis gets it past Louis. Goes down the floor. It'll go right to the goaltender. And he wanted to play it. Referee, a bit of a quick whistle. Under 6.5 to go in this one. Flooring. Second most exciting play in ball hockey is flooring. The most exciting one, net dislodged. Lifted up at center. BC will keep it in. Pass went in behind Cameron Ward. BC will bring it back in off the stick of Ian Dickey into the corner. Leroy in over the blue line. Long shot on goal. Big rebound there taken by BC. Cleared out to center. Volnick. Off the boards and down in deep. Chopping it out, Ricci. Chopping it out was Wyatt Mason. I knew I had the wrong team, wrong 13. Either way, BC are back off the boards. New Brunswick will play it back deep in their end. Nason. Doing it all on his own was Brandon Smith. He gets his second of the game. Just, you don't often see that in ball hockey, that sort of end-to-end rush, but there it was. Just allowed to walk right in and beats the goaltender far side. No shortage of goals in this one, 9-5. Still just under 4 minutes to go. Played it around behind the goal. Up at the blue line, taken by Ryan. Pass in behind Ryan on the give and go. Here's Cal through the blue line. Stepping in, shot, that goes wide. Cal's on it again, another shot. And hit the outside of the net. Alcorn. Ryan. We go back to Alcorn. Ryan. He'll head up the floor. Big collision at center. Two players apologize to one another. Don't see that too often. Ryan went down to help Alcorn help Sebelin get back up as they just ran into each other. No intent on either player's part. Lyons was all alone in front. They went back to Kane, and that was broken up. Good battle along the boards. New Brunswick keep it in. Backhand cleared away. Sahada getting in all alone. Shoots. Save made by Flanagan. Rebound. Scores. Sahada just stayed with it. Got stopped twice, but kept going. Eventually the ball went up in the air. He actually knocked it out of the air. And someone's getting a penalty. Referees get together. Sahada, who scored the goal. It's an unsportsmanlike. Did he make the Moose Antler sign? I didn't notice. Is that what it was? Surely, no. Let's see. There he is. Once, twice, then knocks it out of the air. Ooh, okay. He did make a gesture. Wasn't Moose Antlers. Let's just leave it at that. $9-6. $1.52 to go. Guelph Cyclones, new Tecumseh Extreme coming up next. Boys under 19 A semifinal. First of two that we'll have for you. Yeomans. It's a power play as a result of the misconduct penalty, or the unsportsmanlike, I should say. And they make good on it. Just as I put it on the board, I can take it off again. Just step in, shoot it, jam the net, tuck in the rebound. And that's a hat trick. Yes. The Brunswick fans in behind the bench toss their hats out. To be honest, didn't pay a whole lot of attention to who it was. A couple of players with 2 goals already. Minute 22 to go. Alcorn doesn't get it out, kept in by BC. Shot, save, cleared to the boards. Tipped in, bouncing ball right on goal. O'Donnell has it. Under a minute to play. Our next game was scheduled to start 23 minutes ago, so we're now a good half hour behind. .28 seconds left. .17. Players get all wrapped up at center. That's a pushing. Officials let it go as time is winding down. They'll just hold it. That'll do it. .10-6 is your final. BC will advance to New Brunswick will advance to the B gold medal game. And that game, if you're interested, is happening tomorrow afternoon, 1:15. The B Gold at the Glacier Arena in Mount Pearl. Get the player of the game, then we'll move on to the under 19 boys A semifinals.
Player of the game for the New Brunswick Mooseheads, jersey number 16,
Owen Cyril. Guessing Cyril may have gotten that last goal. That would have given him the hat trick. Player of the game. Brandon Smith, a couple of goals for his side. All right, time to take a break. We have got Guelph Cyclones, new Tecumseh Extreme coming up next. As I mentioned a few times already, boys under 19, A semifinal. Make sure you come back and join us for that one. Be right back in a few minutes.